North Clarksville dealing with a house fire, a suspicious package reported at Walmart, a student found with an unloaded gun at Moore Madden Elementary, and new tips coming in on the Summer Wells case.
We will have all that and more on this episode of APSU TV News.
Welcome back to your APSU TV News. I'm Kaleb Scott.
And I'm Jazmin Logan. Fire investigators are working to determine what sparked a fire at North Clarksville home this week. Emergency crews got the call a little after 3 in the morning about the fire on Copeland Road, just off Tinytown. The first engine arrived minutes later. Firefighters found heavy flames already shooting through the roof. Clarksville Now says crew immediately launched an aggressive attack, working from the outside to knock down the fire before moving inside to reach hotspots in the attic. Clarksville Fire Rescue says the blaze was not brought under control until just after 4 in the morning. The homeowners were not there when the fire started, but 2 pet birds were found inside and did not survive. The American Red Cross is stepping in to help find the homeowners temporary housing. A scary time at the Walmart neighborhood market on Tinytown Road on Sunday. The store was cleared out after employees discovered a suspicious package left in the store. When the Clarksville police arrived, they cleared the building and blocked off entrances while investigating. Clarksville Now says shoppers and employees waited outside while the police's hazardous devices team assessed the item. Investigators determined the package contained a temperature probe that resembled an explosive device. Police then reopened the store because there was no threat to the public.
A student at Moore Madden Elementary in Clarksville was found with an unloaded gun this weekend. School officials say the gun was brought from home and with no ammunition or threats were involved. The incident happened on Tuesday afternoon. The district responded under its zero-tolerance policy on firearms, which carries a mandatory 1-year expulsion and possible criminal charges. Parents are urged to secure all weapons at home and to remind children to report safety concerns immediately. Teresa Crosland has withdrawn her resignation from the CMCS school board just a day after stepping down, saying she was pressured to quit following an anonymous tip about her past. She resigned hours after being sworn in, panicking when told a caller reported her appearance under the name Jenna on a 2014 episode of Showtime's Gigolos. Crosland said the scene was acting and not sexual. She initially resigned to avoid embarrassment for her family and the district, but now believes the tip and online attention were politically motivated. She has asked to keep her seat, and county officials say their legal team is reviewing her withdrawn resignation since the school system does not oversee that process.
Ascension St. Thomas says its new full-service hospital and health campus in Clarksville is moving forward as part of a $537 million regional investment. Ascension leaders say this plan will expand and modernize medical services across Middle Tennessee. Clarksville Now reports the Montgomery County Commission has already approved plans to help launch the construction and design phases for the new hospital. Ascension officials say the project will also include partnering with LifePoint Rehabilitation to provide a 40-bed rehab hospital. A new EMS station will also be built. The Clarksville campus will partner with Tennessee organizations to offer specialized cancer, orthopedic, and surgical services.
We have new information in the search for Summer Wells, a young girl who vanished from her home in East Tennessee more than 4 years ago. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tells APSU TV they received more than 7,000 tips since she disappeared in 2021, and one of these tips was recently checked out. The TBI tells WVLT TV News that agents went to Greenville, Tennessee, about 10 miles from her home in Hawkins County. Investigators will not reveal what the tip was or whether they found anything. Summer Wells' family did not want to comment on the new developments. Stay tuned for this political corner right after this break.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Welcome back to the Political Corner. I'm Alexis Hill. The Clarksville community is in mourning following the unexpected passing of State Representative Jeff Burkhart on November 14th. Tributes and condolences have been pouring in from Montgomery County leadership, reflecting his impact and service. As the community grieves, the political scene remains active. The process for appointing Burkhart's successor is upcoming, drawing attention to the future representation for District 75. Meanwhile, the 7th Congressional District special election is ongoing, with early voting starting December 2nd and regular voting on December 8th. A recent political banquet was held for District 7 candidate Afton Ben, marking the intense campaigning. In other news, Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts has elected to lead the Greater Nashville Regional Council, marking a significant regional role for the city's leadership. Donald Trump is on day 4 of his visit with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. So far, what we know is that the president has traveled to Kennedy Center and delivered remarks at the U.S.-Saudi Investment Forum, where Mohammed bin Salman was in attendance. Trump praised the prince and announced a new Saudi investment in the U.S. The meeting included discussions of commerce and the sale of F-35 fighter jets to Riyadh. Trump formalized the F-35 sale, addressing concerns about military balance. While details remain unclear, the decision has faced opposition due to potential technology sharing with China. Both leaders also discussed the Saudi Arabia's possible involvement with the Abraham Accords in linking to resolution for the Palestinian statehood. Additionally, agreements on military security and civilian nuclear issues were discussed alongside Saudi Arabia's increased financial commitments to the U.S., potentially reaching $1 trillion in investments in various sectors such as artificial intelligence. Here's what Trump had to say about the investments.
I want to thank you because you've agreed to invest $600 billion into the United States. And because he's my friend, he might make it $1 trillion. But I'm going to have to work on them. But it's 600. We can count on 600 billion, but that number could go up a little bit higher. Yes, sir. I don't know. We'll see. But we appreciate it very much. So Saudi is going to be investing at least $600 billion, and that means investments in plants, in companies, money on Wall Street, and what it really means for everybody that really counts is jobs, a lot of jobs.
President Trump signed a measure late Wednesday that compels the Justice Department to release its files on the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The files include documents from criminal investigations such as victim and witness interviews and the evidence seized from Epstein's properties. Attorney General Pam Bondi has pledged maximum transparency while protecting the victims. Survivors of Epstein have voiced their support for the release, citing years of, quote, institutional betrayal, end quote. The decision marks a reversal for some Republicans, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, who previously opposed the release. Only one lawmaker voted against the bill, citing concerns about potential harm in innocent individuals. The move comes amid renewed scrutiny of Trump's past relationship with Epstein. Following the release of thousands of documents from Epstein's estate, Julia Denbook reports.
A White House official told our team that in recent days there was an understanding that a vote on releasing the files was an inevitable reality. That likely played a role in President Donald Trump's sharp turn from branding the issue as a, quote, Democratic hoax to saying he will sign the bill into law. The bill, which orders the Department of Justice to release all files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, passed in the House with overwhelming support Tuesday afternoon.
The yeas are 427, the nays are 1.
And then just hours later, the Senate adopted it.
The Senate has passed the bill under unanimous consent.
Now the question is, when will Americans see what is in these files? That's essentially up to the DOJ, and ongoing investigations could complicate that process. Just last week, Trump directed the DOJ to investigate several high-profile Democrats for their ties to Epstein.
Even if they do these what seem to be partisan investigations, that's another thing that bothers me about the announcement the president made is he named Democrats and things that he was going to investigate. These survivors are not partisan. They don't belong to one party, and the perpetrators aren't either. And so this be about political divide. So I hope that was sort of a bluff, and I hope that the DOJ will release all the files.
The legislation gives the Justice Department 30 days after it's enacted to comply and make public the files related to Epstein's case. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
President Donald Trump has eliminated tariffs on many food imports, but it does not look like any more major cuts will be coming in time for the holiday shopping season. The White House is defending tariff cuts as part of a long-term strategy. Recent tariff cuts have caused the Trump administration to face scrutiny, particularly on foreign agricultural products. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett stated the cuts are a blanket movement for efficiency, while an anonymous White House official emphasized the focus remains on tariffs for manufactured goods that are crucial to America's industrial comeback. Industries that have not yet received relief are hopeful for more tariff cuts, citing the need for imported inputs such as raw materials, parts, components, or services, which will impact consumer prices. The alcohol industry also is pushing for tariff relief, emphasizing the geographic aspects of distinct brands. The administration's move following Republican losses of off-year elections that focused on affordability. Well, that's all for the Political Corner. Stay with us for the weather right after this short break.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to pull their knowledge out of the classroom and into the field. So we give it to them. We give them the opportunity to learn the latest farming methods with professional farm equipment. They need to see how to use what they learn. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
How's your week been, Joe?
Oh, my week has been wonderful. We're getting close to Thanksgiving, and I'm just looking forward to the break, getting a lot of work done, and I don't know if I'm enjoying the weather right now, though. The weather's a little bit spotty, so I guess that's what we're about to go over and talk about right now. All right, everybody. So, we have some weather going on here today. Look at this. 51 degrees in New York, 56 degrees in Chicago. Look at this over here in Colorado and Denver, you got 49 degrees. Compare this to Los Angeles, 60 degrees out in California. How about in the southern United States? Over here, you got 76 degrees in Atlanta. So what does this show? In the north and in the Rocky Mountain areas, okay, it's a lot colder than it is in the south and the west. So everyone, we're right here in the middle in Tennessee. We get a little bit of both regarding the weather. How about the situation here in Montgomery County today? 68 degrees is your high, and you got some rain. The sun's peeking through. Now about 8 miles per hour wind, southwest. Bit of a drizzly day, but you know, that's fall for you here in Tennessee. And then additionally, tonight, 64 degrees, okay? And 6 miles per hour wind. The moon will be peeking out beautifully amongst the clouds. Not much rain tonight, so everyone, why don't you enjoy your wonderful Friday night? And then, let's take a look at the forecast right now. Friday today, we talked about that a little bit today. Tomorrow's going to be more of the same. 63 degrees, low 49. How about Sunday? You going to church or something? Maybe enjoying some Tennessee Titans football. You got the sun peeking through a little bit. 63 degrees is the high. But then Monday, Tuesday, you can see that rain might be coming back as we head into Thanksgiving break. So can't tell right now, you know, what's going to happen on Thanksgiving, but let's hope when we see our families across the United States that the weather is going to be beautiful next week. So, my name is Joe Stevenson. That is all we have for your weather. And APSU TV is going to have more after this short commercial break with your sports.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to pull their knowledge out of the classroom and into the field. So we give it to them. We give them the opportunity to learn the latest farming methods with professional farm equipment. They need to see how to use what they learn. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Hello, I'm Hugh Wheeler. Here's your news in local sports. This historic home football season concluded last Saturday at Austin Peay, and your Governors are undefeated in Clarksville for the first time since 1949. APSU beat Sanford last week 30-16. Stashville may have their season end tomorrow against the number 5 ranked Tarleton Texans should the playoff scenario not land in their favor. The game kicks off at 4 in the afternoon in Stephenville, Texas. Over on the court, Govs basketball split 2 road games this week. Austin Peay beat the UNC Greensboro Spartans in North Carolina last Saturday 69-63, then lost to the Ole Miss Rebels in Mississippi 65-72. Grad student forward Colin Parker led the Govs in scoring across both games with 40 combined points and 17 combined rebounds. APSU plays at Tulsa tonight in Oklahoma, then comes home to Clarksville Tuesday at 7 in the evening for a date with Northern Illinois. Austin Peay women's basketball won both of their games this week. The Govs defeated the Indiana State Sycamores 77-73 this past Sunday here in Clarksville. The Governors received 31 free throw shots and shot 50% from the field. Junior Verone Charlton missed 1 shot all night from the stripe on the or the field and led scoring with 15 points. APSU won again on the road in Chat last night 68-54. Freshman guard Jemiah Branton played 37 minutes and scored 14 to lead Austin Peay. Stashville travels on the road again twice next week to Southern Illinois Sunday and Kansas City next Saturday. Governors volleyball won their final game of the season last Saturday at West Georgia to finish the year 5-23 under first-year head coach Evan Amstutz. Austin Peay has lost 49 of 56 over the last 2 seasons with just 1 home win. APSU won the game in 5 sets over the Wolves. Junior Lauren Wallace and sophomore Tally Cloyd finished the 5th set with back-to-back kills to end the season on a high note. Volleyball action moves to the sand pits for beach volleyball coming in the spring. Meanwhile, on the ice, Gov's Hockey Club lost 4-10 and 2-9 last Friday and Saturday against the High Point Panthers. Austin Peay's final 2 home games of the season begin tonight against Ole Miss, both games starting at 7 in the evening. Clarksville's Red River Spartans are back in action tomorrow for another 4 games in 3 days. The Spartans will play in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Red River will return to Tennessee on December 5th. Senior cross-country runner Sydney Freeman marked the new Austin Peay 6K record at the NCAA Regionals with a time of 21 minutes and 20.6 seconds. Over in Huntsville, Alabama last Friday. Freeman led the women's team in 6 events this cross-country season. Senior Tamar Upshaw led the Govs in the men's race with a time of 33 minutes and 14 seconds in his first career 10K. The women's long-distance runners moved from the trails to the tracks as the indoor track and field season begins very soon. That's all for sports this week, and that's all for me as your sports reporter. I'll be graduating this December and moving on into the private sector. I'd like to thank everyone here at APSU TV for being so helpful to me since I've been delivering the sports news for you guys. And I would like to thank all of you watching at home for helping me live out a dream of mine. And with that, Jazmin and Kaleb will have more news after these messages.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Life is full of stories that inspire, entertain, and connect us. Let's take a closer look at the people, trends, and moments that bring color to our world. Austin Peay State University will host College Art and Design Day on Saturday, November 22nd. The event has free, hands-on workshops, portfolio reviews, facility tours, and presentations for high school students interested in visual arts, graphic design, and animation. It runs from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Lunch is provided for all registered participants, with students meeting faculty, visiting state-of-the-art studios, and learning about APSU's program in art and design. Dr. Jennifer Thompson, Program Director for Austin Peay State University's Radiologic Technology Department, has won the National Most Effective Radiologic Science Educator Minis Award from AuntMini.com. The honor recognizes her leadership, advocacy, scholarship, and commitment to student success. Thompson has earned multiple national honors, spoken at major industry events, and helped advance the field through research on clinical preceptor training. This year marks her 17th year at APSU and her 7th as program director.
In one Rhode Island community, a group of friends have found a way to make Thanksgiving about something bigger. What began as a small gesture during the pandemic has grown into a tradition that now brings friends together and delivers holiday help to local families. Abby Chovoli has the story.
Friendsgiving, a tradition where you celebrate the holiday with your friends and all the fix-ins. But this group in Warwick does something extra special together each year.
It's one tiny thing we can do, but it means the world to somebody.
It started with Dawn Burgess and her husband.
In 2020, we started very small, just making like 4 or 5 baskets, just because of the pandemic and figuring families in our community were maybe having a little bit of a tough time.
And then a new idea formed.
3 years ago, I said, maybe our friends would like to get in on the action and have a little party and stuff some baskets.
That's where Joe Harris and his wife came into the picture and opened up their home for the yearly Friendsgiving dinner and basket building tradition.
It's a great feeling, especially the time of the year it is.
The group is now 17 strong.
17 people here brought 17 of one item.
Not leaving out any of the fixings, forming an assembly line, filling the baskets with cranberry sauce, stuffing, potatoes, other veggies, and some sweets, of course. Then adding the turkey when they find a family in need.
You feel extremely good after you deliver your baskets to the people that are in need. It's a great feeling.
The baskets are delivered the week of Thanksgiving, and without the turkey, they cost about $20. A small price to pay to make a difference and maybe inspire others to do the same.
17 baskets, I know it's not a lot. We'd love to do more, but it's something for 17 families.
It's a really easy thing to do. So if this will encourage other friend groups to kind of put together the same thing, I think that's really the goal.
As we head into the holidays, some Clarksville organizations are stepping up to make sure families aren't left out of Thanksgiving. Details on how to get a turkey or help give one are on Clarksville Now. Austin Peay is launching a holiday initiative called Jingle Bowls. It's a community cereal drive designed to support 2 local food pantries. APSU's Profession and Workforce Development Office, Research and Sponsored Programs, and Trio Student Support Services are teaming up to collect boxes of hot and cold cereal now through December 15th. Donation drop-off locations include the McReynolds Building lobby, the Trio office on the 3rd floor of Ellington, and Browning 136. Donations can be made Monday through Friday during regular business hours. The cereal will go to the Mount Zion United Methodist Church Food Pantry, which provides weekly food boxes to families in Montgomery County. The donations will also go to Austin Peay's own SOS Food Pantry, which supports students facing food insecurity. Organizers say Jingle Bowl is an easy way for students, staff, and community members to make a meaningful impact during the holiday season.
Farmers are going viral after striking some hilariously manly poses in a new photo shoot. Plus, a sweet new friendship has formed out on the water, and the video is melting hearts online. And finally, scientists have spotted a brand new comet soaring through our solar system. Jeremy Roth has more in today's Take a Look at This.
They work hard, they play hard. Some not-so-bashful Illinois farmers are going viral after teaming up with a local photographer to produce a sassy calendar meant to celebrate the lighter side of some of America's hardest workers. WQAD reports photog Emily Fryman and organizer Kayla Elliott pooled their resources to coax some local farmers out of their shells and into what they describe as a boudoir photo shoot that was bold, bawdy, and even a little naughty. But it's not all fun and farm equipment. The effort also has a loftier goal. Money raised from the boudoir calendar sales will go towards an Illinois farmers' mental health program, which operates a 24/7 confidential helpline for farmers and their families who may be struggling. Speaking of playful moments caught on camera, a rare and spirited interaction between a dolphin and a family of manatees was captured by the most unlikely of photographers, a police officer. A detective with the Bradenton, Florida PD, who also happens to be a licensed drone pilot, was testing launch capabilities for the department's new Drone as First Responder program when he spotted the marine mammal meet and greet. The playful interaction was a first for the detective, who said he's lived in Florida his whole life but had never seen a dolphin and a manatee playing together. Finally, brand new high-flying images were recently shared by NASA officials of the 3I Atlas comet, which is currently hurtling through space towards Earth. Officials held a presser to reveal a new collection of images and to tell us that we are all screwed. Just kidding. Atlas is expected to pass by Earth in December at a range of about 170 million miles, or roughly twice the distance between our planet and the Sun. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
So, Hugh, it's your last semester here at Austin Peay State University.
Yeah, it seems to appear that way, yeah.
It's been like an honor to honestly know you. We've filmed a couple times on and off the news with the verdict, and I just want to say every time I meet with you, it's been just a blast. You make me laugh and smile so much, man. It's thank you for being here, man. I'm happy to know you.
Hey, thank you for coming on board, Kaleb. For having you for these semesters on verdict and news has been awesome. And Jazmin, you've been here with me since the beginning. It's thank you so much for all we've done. But
yeah, it's been so fun, honestly, working with you here. It doesn't feel like work, and we're sad to see you go, but we're excited to see what you do next.
Thank you very much.
That's all the time we've got for today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU TV Clarksville and on Instagram at APSU_TV. Thanks for watching us for another APSU TV News Update. Since this is our last show of the semester, we want to give a big shout out and congratulations to Hugh on graduating. We're so thankful for everything he's brought to the team, and we can't wait to see what he does next. Good luck on finals, enjoy your Christmas break, and as always,
Let's go Peay!